start the fight, breaking down the walls in the dead of night. I don't come for peace, I come for the storm. Fanboys melt quick when the truth gets warm. Saw content's high, I'm collecting those tears. Just got started, but I'm cutting through fears. I'm not here for brand deals, I'm not for sale. I expose your lies, rip off the veil.
Alright, buckle up, because this Nintendo mess has officially hit absurd levels. We're talking about a company that's banning people's entire systems just because they used a pre-owned game they legitimately bought. And the kicker is because someone somewhere backed up that game and both were playing it. So in essence, Nintendo can't even tell the difference between a legit pre-owned copy and a pirated or hacked one. If that's the case, then they shouldn't be doing anything at all. Yet here we are, with consoles getting banned, an innocent person getting locked out of online services, and fanboys marching around like it's some kind of victory parade for Nintendo. Let me be clear, yes, the guy who got banned was able to get unbanned quickly and painlessly, thanks to Nintendo's support. Well, that's great for him, but that doesn't change the fact that this situation should have never happened in the first place. Nobody should have to go through that. Nobody should have their console banned just because Nintendo is so incompetent at distinguishing a real used game from a copied one that they go nuclear on their own customers. But of course, the Nintendo fanboys are out there right now doing the most ridiculous damage control you've ever seen. They're out here preaching, this is understandable, Nintendo has to protect their IPs. It's for the greater good, like it's some sort of noble cause. No, it's not understandable. It's not okay. Nintendo should never have this power to brick your system for something you didn't do wrong. This isn't a glitch, a one-off mistake, or a small issue, it's systematic. Nintendo has basically weaponized their own hardware against their consumer in order to try to strangle the second-hand market. And when it blows up in their faces, instead of fixing the problem, they just double down and ban more people. Meanwhile, the fanboys play the circus performers, clapping and cheering, acting like the favorite platform is flawless, and anyone who complains is just a pirate or a hater. Here's the cold hard truth nobody seems to want to say out loud. Nintendo's online system is a mess. Their anti-piracy measures are so blunt and broken that they can't tell a legitimate pre-owned copy from a hack copy. And when the system fails, it's the paying customer who gets punished with a ban. No warning, no clear explanation, just sorry your console is banned from online services. And yes, sure, Nintendo support might be amazing and help you get unbanned sometimes, but that's not the point. The point is this should never have happened at all. The fact that you have to contact Nintendo to unban your own legally purchased console is ridiculous and unacceptable. Meanwhile, fanboys are parading around defending this nonsense like it's a badge of honor. They talk about protecting intellectual property as if Nintendo is some kind of noble guardian. But all they are doing is turning their customers into collateral damage in a war they barely understand. The consequences are real. People buy used games to save money, especially in regions where new games are outrageously overpriced. And now buying a used Switch game comes with a massive risk. Your entire console gets banned. That's not a consumer protection, that's punishment. Nintendo's policy doesn't just discourage piracy, it criminalizes legitimate second-hand use and punishes innocent gamers who just want to enjoy their purchase. Look, I get it. Nintendo wants to protect their IPs. Every company does. But when you have a system that can't distinguish between a legal purchase and piracy, the only acceptable answer is to fix the system, not to brick consoles and ban customers. That's corporate laziness and disregards for your fans. And yes, I said fans because a company that treats its customers like this is only hurting its own community. And don't get me started on the fanboys. The way they run around waving the Nintendo flag, acting like criticizing is betrayal, like it's impossible that Nintendo could screw up this badly. The way they act like a circus performers jumping around hoops to defend a policy that literally bricks their own consoles is embarrassing. They're clapping for a broken system that punishes the very people who keep the Nintendo ecosystem alive. They're probably going to start saying, hey, you shouldn't have bought used, you need to support the company, as if that's a valid excuse for a company to ban your entire console. Sorry, but supporting the company does not mean you should lose access to online services and digital storefronts because Nintendo's DRM system is garbage. And let's talk about the irony. Nintendo fans act like this is all about fairness and protecting creators, but then they gladly pay full price for games that they don't even get discounted, games that are inferior to the PC counterparts, and games that Nintendo releases with endless delays and little effort. They pay top dollar for games that never go on sale, and yet, when someone tries to save a few bucks buying used, the company bans them. It's a complete joke. Meanwhile, Nintendo's online services are some of the worst in the industry. Clunky, outdated, expensive, and now weaponized against their own users. The entire experience is a massive mess, and the fanboys just stand around clapping and cheering as if it's a flawless victory. It's time to call out this nonsense for what it is, a corporate overreach that punishes legitimate customers. Nintendo needs to pull back on these aggressive banning nonsense, fix their anti-piracy system so it can actually tell the difference between a legit used game and a pirated copy, and stop giving themselves the power to brick people's consoles. Until then, all these fanboys parading around pretending this is understandable are just the biggest clowns in the circus. They're celebrating a company that turns its own hardware into a weapon against its fans, and that's just ridiculous. It's downright shameful. Nintendo screwed up this big time. It's high time these fanboys stop acting like it's some kind of winning play, because it's not. It's a massive loss for gamers, for consumers, and for Nintendo's reputation. Nintendo fans, I'm going to be real with you. I know it's hard to criticize Nintendo, especially when you're swimming in a massive red wave of fanboys and fangirls who don't actually care about the community. Just like Nintendo itself, many so-called Nintendo YouTubers don't give a damn about you, the average gamer. They only care about their precious games because they love them personally, not because they want to represent or protect the broader gaming community. These YouTubers aren't your average gamers grinding out for hours for fun or passion. A lot of them get tax write-offs for their content, and some are raking in commissions from affiliate links. They have a huge financial stake in Nintendo's success. A good number might even be a part of the Nintendo program, meaning they get official support and perks from the company itself. So trust me when I say, be very careful who you follow, because many of these creators will never put your interests above their own. They don't owe you anything. They will defend Nintendo's every move, no matter how damaging or ridiculous, simply to keep their revenue streams flowing. They're not your community advocates, they're self-interest promoters. Don't get lost in the hype or the glossy videos. Question what they're saying. Look at who they really benefit when Nintendo gets defended blindly, because it's not the players, it's those cashing in on Nintendo's success. At the end of the day, you deserve creators who care about you, who speak honestly, and who stand up for the gaming community, not just the company cashing the checks. And now it's time to read off the members of the channel, and from now on I will always go from the very first member to the newest member. But we got GaraOfTheRage, Maximilian Pegasus 88, Mad Fox 94, Watari, Shade Milkman, Oh No Is Justin, Brian Payne, Jay Wesby 65, Andy Ritz, C-Stars Piplup, and Cam. Thank you so much for becoming members of the channel. And if you truly enjoy this content, why don't you think about becoming a member? It's only $1 a month. You get special emotes, badges, and you get a shout out at the end of each video until it becomes too long, and then it'll be turned into a credit roll. And also, I got an awesome merch lined up for you guys. I got amazing shirts, hoodies, I got coffee mugs, I got desk mats, I got a bunch of different kinds, so why don't you check it out also. And please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, stay vigilant.
You can cry in the comments, but you won't survive. Like and subscribe if you feel that vibe. We're hard.